So yeah, just adding on to the most previous recording, because I'm back at the station, just about to get the Segway to be on charging, and I'm gonna go meet up with one of the supervisors. There's the station. Here's a bit of a laugh. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. And that's 2 o'clock in the morning, so we're already past the midnight hour. Cover up their logo. But yeah, I think that people say, oh, I remember I've had friends in the past say, oh, you're not invincible. You have to, like if people are harassing you well, they didn't say that, but they just said, you gotta kneel down to someone, and I was just like, because what is a life worth living if you have to live in fear? And I think that if you respect others and you don't treat other people like trash, when they know that you're like that as well, and they know that you stand up for yourself because you stand up for yourself, I think that I think people respect that, and I accept the things as they are. It's not my responsibility, and my supervisor wants to meet me because they just gave me a call before I've done this second recording, and I think that if that's how you are and you treat everyone with respect, then they'll respect you. Well, they either respect you or they leave you alone. If they leave you alone, they want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. They want nothing to do with me. I don't want nothing to do with you. And yes, why do you guys think that I used to eventually stand up for myself? I got to the point where the emotional pain was too much to handle that. I'm going to say what I'm going to say and see what happens, and because it's not worth not standing up for myself for the sake of preserving my own life. And that's what it feels like, being real different. And I think, they either respect you or they leave you alone. If they leave you alone, awesome. If they respect you, show them respect too. If they still push on, we'll see what happens. So, also adding on to that 3-minute recording, because it's going to be my second recording, and I can record up to 10 minutes. Well, anyone can record up to 10 minutes on TikTok. Just, building confidence through goals. And if I didn't put myself out there about talking about my ADHD and whether it's be Asperger's or autism. Asperger's is like a light form of autism where you got the social cue issues, but differences to neurotypicals, but you don't have anything else. But then yet again, I wasn't able to cross my legs or touch my toes till I was 27 years old. And sometimes I feel my organs, but I don't know if that's normal or not. But I know how to keep myself healthy in it. And so if I didn't put myself out there and share all this stuff online, I used to talk about it with friends, but not ADHD, because I didn't realise that. I had Asperger's, and so my closest friends knew about it, like, those before I came here. But if I never put it out online, if I never, risked all these things, she may not be the most attractive woman in the world, but I know it's love, because the first 2 times I met up, I was like, well, it's nice to have someone. It's better to have nobody. And then the next two times we met up, I was like, oh, she's all right, you know. And then the next two times, all of a sudden, she was physically attractive to me. You know, so that goes to show to me that it is love and it's not lust. You know, and sometimes I have these thoughts, but then I see her and then I'm attracted to her again. My thoughts isn't like, oh, you know, I'm not going to sit there and tolerate it if people think that I'm inferior to them or whatever, because they might, you know, and how snot-nosed and arrogant, not all pretty girls, but some pretty girls are. But then, you know, if they're like that, then that shows their personality, doesn't it? You know, because I've seen girls laughing when I was holding her hand, like laughing at me, and then I didn't feel sorry for them, but I felt so proud to have her as my girlfriend. And they did not look appealing when they were acting like that, you know. And I've seen other attractive looking girls get aggressive and get angry looking at me and stuff. Like, there was one at the gym, and then there was a couple like carrying alcohol the other day, and they were like eyeballing me like harder, like they knew me or something, but I didn't know them. So maybe they've seen my TikToks or whatever. I don't know. One of them looks like one of my relatives anyway. But yes, I add on, structure is important, but you've got to have those goals. That's why I add on an extra 5 push-ups and an extra 5 bicep curls on each arm every week. That's why, yeah, I was saying that, you know, I want stability because I want to have a good income for when I retire, and, you know, I want that good work resume so that if my kids want to go down a similar path, they can get to a high income quickly, rather than having to find out what their strengths and their gifts are throughout their 20s like I did. Unless, of course, they want to try other things, but at least they know that they'll be able to step into a industry and get a high income. You might not be like the wealthiest in the world, and you might not be world famous, but it is earning at least double, possibly, you know, I'm aiming for triple, but the job I'll be getting, it's, you know, the type of paid jobs I'll be getting will be about double the amount as your average person, and, you know, you build up your repertoire and you get triple the amount of the average person. And yeah, so just building up these things, and the work history I have, and the working out regimen, you know. And like, I think this week, I'm going to double check it. Yes, it's 85. No, I did 85 last week, so 90 bicep curls on each side, and 170. I think it's 170 or 170. Yeah, 170 push-ups. Last week was 165 push-ups and 80 bicep. No, 165 push-ups and 85 bicep curls on each side. I still do a 2-minute plank, and I still do my 4-minute run. 4 kilometer run. I'm trying to get it faster, but I seem to be getting the same. So I accept that, you know. But I'm always pushing for faster. I want to get it to. It's not far away from running 4 kilometers in half an hour. But then, yeah, last week I was very happy with myself because I walked the whole shift rather than using the Segway. But the COA says we have to use the Segway, but there were certain workers who were not using the Segway in the past, so I thought, I'll just walk it myself. COA says something, but then you note how people actually do things. Anyway, I walked for the whole 12-hour shift, and then we did all that. So, yeah, things like that build up your confidence.